Right, okay.
I don't know if I switched it on at the wall or I did.
Yeah, you did. So you just have it in grade 4?
The number 4, yeah. And then I use them side bend ones just to trim around my ears. You just have to be very careful at that side.
Oh, have you got them out? Oh, there they go.
I can do it where you do it a lot easier, you can see what's happening. I just run it all over my hair.
How are you feeling today?
I'm not feeling so bad. I'm still not 100%, but I feel a bit better than I did yesterday.
Yeah.
My mouth doesn't feel quite so tender inside, it still is. But especially inside my cheek, when I move my tongue around my cheek and along my tongue.
Yeah.
I can feel it all the time. But the full thing I can feel all the time, even though it's not hurting, because it's something on my face, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more the lump itself, the tumour itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the...
That's the gel I rub on. That's the gel I rub on my
Just
face.
hold it up for the camera.
That's the gel I rub on my face, the Flemma gel. I do that 3 or 4 times a day.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to help or stop radiological
dermatitis.
Radiological dermatitis, yeah.
And there's these
And
two
these, there is, I can't quite what they call them. Cafosol. There's 2 different ones, and I squeeze one of each into a container. Then I rinse my mouth out, put half in my mouth, and rinse it out for a minute, and then I do the same with the other half. And that's supposed to make your mouth a little bit numb against the pain inside.
Yeah, because from where they've done the radiotherapy, because you've had your last one now, yeah?
Yeah, I had my last one last Thursday.
And it's Sunday today, so it's just a few days away.
Yeah, now I just got to wait, because I say it can take up to 6 to 8 weeks to carry on working.
Yeah.
And so I'll be waiting a while to see how it goes before I get my outpatient appointment, which is on the 18th of August.
Yeah, so
I'll go back to Castle for an outpatient appointment.
With Dr. Roy?
For Dr. Roy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on Solpadine, 500s, and also I've got some Orimorph, which I can take in between times.
Is that the morphine one?
That's the morphine one for killing the pain.
He's been enjoying these a little bit too much.
What, the morphine?
I'm really joking.
Yeah. No, well, I don't take it when I don't need it, but I'm trying not to do it too much because, as we all know, morphine's addictive.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get addicted. Well, all opioids are addictive.
Yes.
So you can soon get addicted to it. So I do take it, but I'm only taking 2.5 ml doses instead of 5 ml doses. And I'm only taking it when I need it, because I think things are now, the pain might be starting to ease a bit.
You are certainly in better fettle than when I came on Friday.
Yeah.
And obviously that was only the day after your last session, so
yeah.
You know that you were still a little bit. I think the best word to describe the way I thought about you was you looked a little bit kind of in shock, as though your body was in shock.
Well, it might have been, yeah. Well, it will be in shock.
Because it was it's a traumatic treatment, really.
It just drains your energy.
Yeah.
No energy.
Yeah. You looked really quite, for the want of a better word, Dad, you looked really dishevelled.
Yeah. And
diminutive.
I sit down and I soon fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, nobody's noticed, it's just like normal that. You just get the same response as normal.
But I can feel it on my face all the time.
Yeah.
My left eye, that's a bit of a nuisance, because if I do fall asleep, or when I sleep overnight, my left eye is fixed shut in the morning from some discharge, so it may be from somewhere in my eye socket somewhere.
Let me know, because I know you said that this ear is
sensitive.
sensitive.
You're alright, just carrying on with school. My ear's not too bad at the moment.
Right, okay.
It's just when you touch round near that with the razor, I have to be very careful when I'm shaving.
Yeah.
But Dad, you're doing all right, Carl. That's all right. That's just a job at the moment. Thank you.
Right,
Just remember when you come round here, you'll have to be a bit.
I'm coming in above now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let me know. I'm going to come in gently.
No, that's all right.
The worst thing is some of these combs they can dig a little bit.
They can, yeah. But no, that's doing all right. That's doing lovely. Thank you.
Good.
Oh, it's all right. You can't help
Sorry.
it.
No, I caught it with the vibrating part, which was probably a little bit jarring.
It
Well,
just
was a little
made
bit
me
jarring.
jump. It wasn't real painful. It just made me jump.
Yeah.
I've never known anything like it. I don't want to know anything like it in life. I've never known so much pain.
Yeah.
And well,
I'm just going to pull this thing down a bit so I can get round here.
I'm not being confused as much. And I've had to eat a lot of soft foods because if I've been chewing anything, it set the pain off on that tumour.
Yeah, on this side.
Yeah, it set the pain off.
Yeah.
And hopefully I don't, touch wood, I don't seem to be getting a sudden kick as much as I was doing. I could be sitting there and all of a sudden it'd hit me. And
Yeah.
It was agony for a second or two.
Apart from when I just caught it then, you haven't done that kind of thing where you jumped in pain quite as much.
No.
Since 2 weeks ago, it was very different. You'd be sat in the chair and occasionally it would stab you.
Bang, it kicked me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes now it's man, the swelling's gone down. Because if I touch it, catch it with my thumb as I'm going past, that really does give me a kick in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we're doing all right at the moment.
Well, as I say, you definitely seem better than you did when I came Friday. I was concerned when I came Friday because it's the first time I'd seen you since this, the last time I came, you'd only just started the treatment.
Yeah.
And I know you've had Jeanette with you throughout. And then, when I came this time, obviously, Jeanette's been keeping me up to date with how you've been.
Oh, yeah, she's done wonders.
And when I saw you, I thought, there's a very marked difference.
Well, I didn't feel so good this morning when I got up. I felt a bit thick in the head.
We've got an observer, Mum's in.
I had my painkillers, what was it, about 7 or 8 o'clock. Then I come down and I had a shave.
Yeah.
I did my mouthwash and put the Flemma gel on. And I seem to have been alright ever since. I've just taken some morphine now, and as you see, 2.5 mils a month.
Yeah.
And it seems to be just easing the situation again. Because I can take that in between the doses of the cocoa.
And then you're not overdosing on any one or the other, are you?
No.
You've got like a cross situation going on.
I'm taking the 8 a day like they're prescribed on the Solpadeine.
Yeah.
But no. Hopefully, each day I'll start feeling a little bit better.
Yeah,
Even though it's still working, because I'm not getting the intense radiation on it.
No, that's right. You certainly seem to be making daily. I mean, today you look as though you're better than you were yesterday. So I'm just watching what I'm doing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem better today than yesterday. You seemed better yesterday than the day before. So
yeah, I think it's supposed to be a slow improvement.
Yeah, as the observer, it just seems as though it is making a...
Yeah, well, you can see the changes.
Well, hopefully you can feel them. That's the most important.
I can feel a bit, yeah. I get a bit short of breath. But whether that's because of my COPD or because I said I could have some in the lung.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe probably a combination of the two.
Yeah, and then they think I might have some in my bladder.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And hopefully, when I see him on the 8th of August, we'll find out when the immunotherapy starts.
Yes. And actually as well, what we might have on the 8th is because Dr. Roy, he was, his thoughts were a little bit in conflict with the original oncologist you saw, in terms of the original oncologist said there was definitely 3 types, couldn't find the primary, There was bladder, lung, and the unknown origin, which they suspected to be in your
Could be
gallbladder system,
somewhere
your
like
gastric
that, yeah.
system.
Yeah.
And yet Dr. Roy was quite, he was quite convinced that the primary was the lung, and he wanted the biopsy reassessing, even though the tissue contained gastric tissue in the biopsy. He wanted the so the chances are that'll have all been done by the time you go back on the 18th.
Yeah, it'd be more precise.
And we'll have a better idea of what the actual story is there too.
We will.
What's been fascinating for me, I was only thinking about this. I don't know if you know when you said to me this morning, are you alright, son? Are you just thinking, you know when I was staring out the window?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about how different things are from that first clip that I recorded where we first knew that you actually had the cancer. You know, in terms of how emotional I was, to how things have shifted to being more practical now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And less emotional. It's been kind of weird.
But there's still the emotions. I've still got the emotions, but
there is, but it's not as. It was really overpowering at first.
Yeah, it comes out. It's come out. So now we're dealing with the situation.
I know Jeanette said that you and Mum had a really upset morning the other morning.
Yeah.
I think Thursday morning.
Yeah, it's bound to happen now and again.
Yeah.
You see,
there's some things that set me off.
Yeah.
Go on, what was you going to say?
Well, your mum's frightened.
Yeah.
Plus the fact she's feeling insecure.
Yeah.
And she's confused a lot. So,
yeah, the confusion's adding to the insecurity, isn't it?
It is. But we've got good neighbours out. Like Karen, even though she's back at work, she said, don't get at it. Give me a shout anytime or get anything you want from the shops.
She's been a godsend, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And Rebecca.
Rebecca said, don't forget, give us a call anytime.
Yeah.
So they'll help out if we need them.
Good neighbours.
Yeah, and Gordon, bless him.
I know, 90 odd.
Yeah, he said, oh yeah, he says, anything I can do, let me know. He says, I feel guilty about not coming across. I said, no, you're all right, Gordon. He says, I can't let you in at the moment because he's just been going about like nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Because he often comes up, he says, well, last year, he says, I fought polio. You know, he's a bit confused now. But his intentions are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to put the side ones on. That's not looking too bad, actually, Pops.
Good. Must be getting a bit thin by now.
It's getting thin on top. Actually, it's quite surprising, actually. There's not much there.
No.
Does this actually go on this one? Is this the right firm, is it?
Oh, yeah.
There you go, you can check your beauty.
Oh, that's looking better.
It's not looking bad, is it? It's looking tidier.
It's looking better, yeah.
Right, this is going to be the funny one. You ready?
Yeah.
I'll do it. No, it's not hard.
You can do that.
I'm thinking more here. I don't want to catch. Right.
I know you're thinking at the top here.
Yeah.
You know, you're alright, you just run your car around
I'm
there.
going in now.
That's alright. You know, it's awkward when you don't feel it.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just very aware that you do.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. That's really just on top of it there. It's not hurting.
God, right, okay.
But that thing where it was numb on the top,
yeah,
that's come back to life and coming back to life.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Which I know it's flattening out a little bit because I can tell when I put my hand up to my face.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it must be going a bit thin on top because I'm sure I can see my head through my hair.
Well, let's put it this way, I can see your head through your hair.
And I can't be bothered with having it long and combing it and shaping it and styling it.
So you just get your son to do it.
Yeah. But no, this is... Well, you see, I've done it sometimes. I left the odd long hair and then your mum's seen it.
Yeah, and laughed.
And said, oh, you've got long hair, so I've got her to just finish it off for me. Because it's funny, no matter which way you go and how you go and how slow you go, you always seem to leave a couple of long hairs somewhere.
Little buggers get everywhere, don't they?
They do, yeah. Well, if it comes up at the top, then it'll be a number 2 or something like that all over. Like a lot of bald fellas do.
Yeah.
Number 1 or number 2. Like they used it ages ago, when they went bald on top, they like grow along at one side and combed it over.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cliff Mitchell was one name that springs to mind.
Yeah.
From the holiday programme, do you remember it?
Yeah. Yeah, Bobby Moore, the footballer, used to.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Even Ozzy, he used to.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that looks alright actually, Dad.
Good, lovely, thank you. Looks
There's,
alright to me. I'll get the big mirror and have a look in the big mirror.
And there we have there, and there.
It looks good to me.
You haven't got a mirror to see
Yeah,
which one.
good.
Right, I'll tell you what, while you're there, stay there. Right, because there is that mirror down here, and I'll just show you. You hold that. Right. And then we'll just do the whole.
Yeah, it's looking
So
good.
I've done it quite short here actually.
That's alright. Yeah.
So just to
That's
give it a
alright.
little bit of style, just to give it a little, and also because those are always the awkward bits to
You
get
just
to.
drop the mirror, face the mirror down. That's it. That's better. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
That's
And
a lot
can
better.
you see that
Yeah.
bit?
Oh yeah, they're all in my head. Yeah, my mum's been on about that for years.
Yeah.
But if it gets much shorter, then it'll be short all over, shorter still. If I get loads of a lot more.
Okay.
No, I've been lucky really when you think.
What, to not lose some work? Well, yeah, how old are you?
83.
83. Can't complain at that.
No.
Have you actually got any clip oil in here?
Any wattle? There should be some. I bloody stink on my face. I keep getting a sniff of it.
Nobody else can smell it, Dad, apart from you.
And?
Nobody else can smell it.
No. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is, as I said to you yesterday, I have wondered whether it's your taste buds that have been affected by the radiotherapy, and it's sending false signals to your brain.
It might be.
It might be, yeah.
You never know.
As I said to you before, Ainsley, who had a knock on the head, he lost his sense of smell. You know, he
Yeah.
lost his sense of smell because of that.
Yeah.
And now some things to him smell like burnt pencil.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just like, well, burnt pencil? I can't remember what it was he was saying smelled like burnt pencil. The only thing he's been able to smell, well, I can't remember, yeah, I don't know, because I haven't seen him for a little while, but there was a bit where all he could smell was, as I emptied an airbed, you know that PVC smell that comes out?
Smell the air coming out.
He could smell the air, and that's...
When they chucked you out front way to blow away down the street.
It was one
So
of the
you
only...
really hard. Yeah.
One of the only things he's actually ever been able to smell.
Oh.
You might have seen the video yesterday that I did yesterday of me giving my dad a haircut and having a chat with him. And there's something that I don't know whether I really pointed to it in that particular instance at that particular time. When I turned up to see him on Friday, he was really... Jeanette told me he was tired and so on, and he was really run down, stooped, head down, and he looked like a shadow of his former self. And it didn't make me think the worst when I saw my granddad, which I've mentioned in an earlier video, when he had his kind of blue pallor and skeletal face. It didn't make me think that, but I just saw somebody who was a bit tired and a bit broken. To actually see him on the day, so I was there on the Friday, and then on the Saturday his mood improved and his energy levels improved a bit, and then when I was cutting his hair, which was the Sunday, so the difference was incredible. You know, he was all up for, cut my hair, you know, and his mood was so much better, and that was great. It was good to see, and I did feel it made me feel a lot better to see him that way, because actually, you know, nobody wants to see their parents in bits, you know, in any way, shape or form. So yeah, that was good to see. The other thing that was strange, which I did touch on in that when I was talking to him, was if you've seen the emotional meltdown video I had right at the beginning when I first found out that it was cancer, I've had occasional spells where I felt that way. It came over me in waves for about a week or two afterwards. But then since then, I've not felt that surge at all. And I don't know whether it's because I've been distracting myself with other activities, or because that activity has been going on. He's been taking activity, you know, in terms of having the treatment, and Jeanette's been with him as well, as a shoulder of support and so on. And it hasn't felt like he was as close to, you know, a demise, if you like, for the want of a better word, than it did when we first found out. And I think, you know, because he's actually going through something to stave that off. And I don't know whether it's to do with that, but or whether it's just because, as I say, I've been busy distracting myself. So yeah, it feels a bit weird. I still feel drained personally. I still feel a bit lacking, but I'm starting to feel a bit better myself in the sense that because I've seen him improve, that's made me feel a bit, better in terms of how I feel about the situation. So yeah, that's it. I just kind of wanted to make a note of that.